She's one of Time magazine's 20 most influential women in fashion and is also the woman responsible for Cameron Diaz's dramatic make-under in Being John Malkovich. She's now in Dubai in her role as Artistic Global Director of Revlon. We're chatting to Gucci Westman. Obviously Virgin is all about music stars and you've worked with Madonna, who's an artist definitely that we play. What other big music stars have you worked with?
Recently I've worked a lot with Fergie, who I just adore. She's such a lovely girl.
Everyone says she is just the nicest.
She is. She's like, there's something about her that's so, you meet her and, you think she's a very pretty girl, but then you get to know her and I just think she's absolutely gorgeous. Knowing her more now, her eyes are incredible. She looks a lot like, I don't know, sometimes she looks like Michelle Pfeiffer, Giselle. She's wicked. She's so cool.
She's the hottest body as well.
Yeah, and she's just very, very cool. She's a very happy person and very nice, I worked with Taylor Swift a few times recently.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous. I did just a couple of covers of Allure with her.
Tell me your horror story. Has there ever been a horror story?
Yeah, there has. Actually, weirdly with a singer. And it's only happened once. And it was maybe about, I think it was 6 years ago. 6 years ago? 5 years ago? Yeah, it wasn't good. It was a singer who had this idea that she does her own makeup, and then the photographer wanted the makeup to look different, and she kept changing it in the bathroom, and he would get mad at me, and I was like, oh.
Speaking of celebrities, you've worked with Madonna on the cover of Vanity Fair, and I think online I read that you said it was your favourite cover for Vanity Fair. Why? What is it like working here with her that makes her so special?
Well, I actually am one of the geeks who grew up wanting to be Madonna and dancing like Madonna, or trying to dance like Madonna in my bedroom.
In the ashram?
No, that was when I was little. I was only 2. But this is later in life, when I was about 15 in Sweden, and I would get the mesh black gloves, and I had the bow in my hair, and the scarf, and I had the lime green tights and the whole thing, and I just grew up loving her so much, and she was the one person I hadn't made up until then, and I always had this reoccurring dream that I was doing her makeup, and we were in a dark movie theater, and suddenly I lost my sponge in her skin. It's crazy, but and then they said Madonna on set, and I had to chase her my whole dream, and I had so much anxiety, and then when I met her, she's just the coolest, and I just told her how much I loved her, and she's great. She's so cool and inspiring and beautiful, and she was so much more than I ever could have imagined, which was really, really nice.
Can I ask you, you've worked on Cameron Diaz for Being John Malkovich, and I have been dying to ask you this because it's just such a transformation. Like, people call it a make-under, but really, she looks like just kind of a less attractive version of herself, but an everyday person that you feel you could bump into on the train.
Yeah.
How did you get inspired to create that look for her?
Well, actually, it was exactly that. We wanted to make her really sort of understated, and so we got all these images of just women, walking around in New Jersey, and just, very sort of day-to-day, doing their thing, what they wear, what they look like, and it was kind of an inspiration of that. Going to a Jersey mall or something like that, and seeing, some of the hairstyles, and, it was just really playing down everything that she is so famous for. So I got brown contact lenses, I added hair to her eyebrows to make them bushy and plain. It was just kind of taking away all of her color, in a way. Her blue eyes, which is, and she had very little makeup. I got her a prosthetic tooth made, so
really?
At the end, her hair was so crazy, and I remember when she took off, she had just a 3/4 wig on, and she took it off, and she's like, "How could you let me wear this for however many months?" I was like, "It's amazing."
Is there anyone still left that you feel your career wouldn't be complete, because your career is amazing as is, but that your career just wouldn't be complete until you've made them up?
Yeah, I was trying to think who. It used to be Madonna, and then At one stage it was Nicole Kidman. I mean, I don't know if... I haven't actually made up some of these younger girls, you know, these TV girls who are sort of merging into movies. So I guess that there are...
Like a Kristen Stewart, is that who you kind of...
Yeah, you know, or Blake Lively. I actually have never done Halle Berry's makeup, which is crazy. I'm sure I will one day. I made this lipstick that, thinking of her in mind, actually. She's so beautiful and a really cool woman. I met her recently, so she's very cool and beautiful.
And what is the 3 Revlon products that we should all go and buy?
Oh, well, first on your list has to be Grow Luscious, which is our new mascara we're actually launching here today. And it actually is kind of crazy because it does work. You know, because in America there's a big thing with assisting your eyelashes to grow with prescription products like Latisse and things like that, which I find very scary. But this actually works, and it's with vitamins, so that's quite cool. And speaking of Cameron, recently we did this press tour for Night and Day, and she only wanted that mascara because it doesn't flake and it's extra black and it's really sort of volumizing, and it's really nice. And her other makeup artist called me and said, "What is this mascara that Cameron keeps banging on about, this green one?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, she wants them." So I told her what it was, and she's like, "Okay, she's obsessed. She wants only that, apparently." So that's very good. You should get that, and then you should get my fall and winter eyeshadow palette, my quad, and it's called Silver Fox. It's a beautiful sea green, dove gray, pearlescent white, and a burgundy. So it's very good for you know, especially women here who love eye makeup, and the colors are really great for sort of brown eyes, and you know, so that'll be very good. And I also think, what else should you get? You should definitely get some of the, I would say, liquid liner. You should get liquid liner.